Hi, we had a bit of a problem there, but welcome to the latest edition of Weird Sex News Roundup with me, Joseph Viney, chief writer of Bedoink.io.
What have we got today?
Oh, how saucy. Do they have Frank Spencer anywhere except Britain? They do now.
I think they had it in the States.
So, Heinz is famous for boasting its 57 different varieties, but for one German man, the flavour he sampled was one variety too far.
Oh yeah?
Daniel Correll figured he would take advantage of a QR code slapped on a bottle of tomato ketchup as part of a promotion Heinz were running. The QR code was supposed to redirect users to a website where you could design your own ketchup label.
Oh.
Only, instead of some scatty Coca-Cola custom label rip-off, Hair Coddle was taken to a porn site.
Nice.
Nice. It turns out Heinz's grand plan had run from 2012 to 2014, and once the promotion had ended, their domain became prime real estate for cyber squatters. And sure enough, as shite follows day, the site had been taken over in the interim by a German porn site, Fundorado.
Nice.
Correll made a dash for the Heinz Facebook page to lodge a complaint, as most people are wont to do these days, where he claimed that the bottles on sale probably weren't for minors, and then went on to criticise the tomato-based food giants for allowing the domain to expire.
Yeah.
Hair Correll is obviously in the unique position of never having made a mistake in his entire life. It's very difficult to be perfect, we understand that.
Well, I find it quite easy.
Yeah, well. In the battle for good PR, Heinz offered Correll the custom label he tried to procure in the first place. Fundorado went one better, well, more than one better, and offered him 12 months free membership.
Not bad.
Now, I wonder which one he chose. Still, let's hope his sauce doesn't get stuck in the bottle, eh?
That's disgusting. You know what? I tell you what, it makes sense to me that it would be the mayonnaise that would take you to the porn sites. Somehow ketchup seems a bit rough, don't you?
Well, the vinegar strokes. You know, there's plenty of condiment-based sexual fun there.
It just depends on the season.
If you've got the time, as a wise old sage once told me.
Oh, nice one. Give us another story.
Turning over a new leaf, which is probably what we should be doing, and we're staying in Germany. Because it appears that sellers of erotic ebooks are about to be made flaccid and unwanted. News that they may well face penalties for selling their wares before 10 PM and after 6 AM on any given day.
Okay, say that again.
Before 10 PM and after 6 AM. So that 8-hour window is when you can sell erotica or erotic books.
Really?
Yes. And Germany, a country obviously known for its reserved pornography that never ever gets weird, have slapped this rule on paper and hardback since 2002. But with ebooks starting to take a grip on the market, the nation's Federal Department for Media Harmful to Young Persons, or as it's known in the German tongue...
Blimey, that's a mouthful.
I've missed a lot of umlauts there as well, so it probably means something completely different. So if there are any Germans watching, I'm sorry if I've offended your mother.
Mutter.
Yeah. So they've decided to apply to ebooks. The reason this whole thing started because there was a transgender memoir on sale called Pantyhose Craving, which incidentally is something I had that time I got locked in a department store when I hadn't eaten any dinner.
Nice.
And the legal trouble it caused as a consequence. Some people took umbrage at the fact that this kind of book was allowed to be sold from ebook sellers database at any time of day, any day of the week, any week of the year. Of course, legislators' attempts to apply this law online are going to be as fun as trying to herd cats, because despite what your grandmother may think, the internet never shuts down.
No.
And so the 10 PM to 6 AM thing is pretty fucking useless in practice when it comes to online law.
Okay, so this is specifically for online.
Well, ebooks obviously aren't physical things, so
Okay,
you can't
it's
really
true.
buy them from shops.
But I mean, like, is it erotic literature? Does it go to shops as well, or is it just for this
it's from
kind of thing?
ebook sellers databases. So
Okay.
if you say you can't sell it from 10 PM to 6 AM, does that apply in different time zones as well if you buy it from a German site and so on?
Oh, but you can continue to buy hardcore porn online though for the rest of that time, yeah?
You can buy anything you like. You can
Okay.
buy guns and drugs.
But I can't-
Not
not-
transgender memoirs. That's bad. That's obviously really bad.
Gotcha.
The solution, well, this being the law and any semblance of authorities dealing with anything means there'll be plenty of pissing about before anything ever gets done. Quick note though,
Okay.
anyone found in violation of this law is liable to a fine of €56,000 or around $50,000.
How many ebooks is that?
That's about 56,000 ebooks. So, to Germany, good luck trying to enforce that law.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Turn
Oh.
over a new leaf.
turning over the wrong slide.
Hello.
Hello.
That doesn't look like a tongue to me. What could this be about?
In what can only be deemed a victory for the versatility of language, citizens of Sweden have clubbed together, officially and legally, to coin a new term for female masturbation.
Those crazy Swedes.
Crazy Swedes. Doing my Sweden. Competition run by the Swedish Association for Sexual Education, which unfortunately I don't have a translation for, asked members of the public to come up with a short list of phrases designed to promote an open, positive view of sex and relationship issues.
Oh,
We're all for that, of course.
It's a good idea.
Now, there were 200 entries, which is quite a low number given the subject matter, and it was whittled down, or rubbed down, to a short list of 40. And the winner, well, I'm not even going to ask you to guess because you don't have a command of the Swedish language. The winner was Klittra.
Which sounds alright.
Isn't a He-Man villain, but it's basically a combination of the word clitoris and glitter, which is what we've been calling for ages a vajazzle. Right?
Seriously? It's a combination of clit and glitter?
Clittra.
Okay. What
You're
was
looking at me like it doesn't make sense.
No, I'd like to talk to the person that termed it and find out, like, in what sense do they combine those two things? I mean, is that how they view female masturbation?
I would have liked to have taught them, but this is quite literally hot off the press. So.
Lord, with glitter.
Yes. Trailing in second and third place were the words puller and runker, which probably didn't win because they sound like extras from the Mos Eisley Cantina scene in Star Wars.
I wonder what their combinations are.
Runker just doesn't sound right.
It doesn't, does it?
Runker.
Thing is, like I feel a bit suspicious because sometimes when I go home, there's glitter all over the floor. Now I know why.
Because you're not satisfying your wife enough.
Damn it. Damn it. I shouldn't have bought that glitter.
I mean, oh no, never mind.
From one to another.
To the chopper. Yes, from one European cunt to another. Winnipeg police are in trouble, and police do come in for a lot of criticism worldwide. You know, in most cases for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But the citizens of Winnipeg certainly got their taxpayers' money's worth after a police helicopter inadvertently broadcast a rather X-rated conversation between its two occupants over the chopper's loudspeaker, which they left on. They claimed the engine noise was too loud and didn't realise that they were talking about how much they're not getting paid by the department, and also rather graphic descriptions of getting blowjobs off their respective partners.
Nice, nice.
So as you can imagine, the confused pedestrians and other sort of human detritus going about their daily activities were rather surprised to hear this whirlybird bellow all these insane inanities. One ear witness, named Brandy Armstrong, she claimed that when she heard this conversation, her jaw hit the ground and her eyes bulged out, which is fitting since it's probably exactly how the two policemen described themselves as they were getting head. Winnipeg police have since promised an internal review, wait for it, after copping for the incident.
Nice. Very, very nice. Really, so these are Canadian police?
Canadian police.
And they normally say, like, well behaved, aren't they, the Canadian police?
They're probably as bad as the rest of them, let's be honest.
Maybe that's where they got their Mountie name from. From all this skill that
the Mountie always gets his man. Now we know what that means.
I don't know, I think I'd be more inclined to sort of, like, listen to the police a bit more if that's what they spoke about. If they gave you good, sensible sex advice over their loudspeakers, it could be something good.
Excuse me, citizen, just while you're busy robbing that house, can I tell you that stimulating the clitoris with the thumb while engaging in vaginal sex will get her off perfectly?
You know what? I'd have less problem with police if they were doing that.
I tried for a long time to get a sort of protect and serve pun in there, but there was nothing forthcoming.
Awesome. All right, well, a busy week.
A busy week indeed. A lot of these actually came from suggestions from members of the public this week. My inbox, both Twitter and email, is getting full of people going,
oh, sorry, your email inbox.
Yeah, that's never full. It's full of people suggesting stories, so please keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
Because it's, we're getting some good traction here, and it's nice to hear suggestions from members of the public. You can catch me on Twitter on @JJViney. And that's about all I have to say this week.
It's been a fantastic session, Joseph.
Thank you very much.